Due to the dynamic nature of tabletop RPGs, the topics that may be discussed or played in these games are not suitable for all audiences. The level of content maturity is considered 16+, and your discretion is advised. Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome in and happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and it's time for more Stargazers. It's time! Sorry about the late start. I forgot what time it was, and I was just talking with my friends, and they're here, except they're all muted. They're muted, but they're here. Man, I'm really rambly today. I wonder what that's about. Who knows? Anyway, last week we ended off with a cliffhanger that was crazy for me. I don't know if it was crazy for any of my players. We'll see what they say, but I thought it was crazy. Yeah. I would like to say as well, my players already know about this, because I told them well in advance. But now it is 1 month out. Once again, I am trying to be mentally healthy with my streaming, and so I will be taking another week-long streaming break in the month of July. And so, July 23rd, I will not be streaming the game that day. In fact, I won't be streaming any games that week. But as we are here for the D&D, the 23rd, we will be off. We will be back on the 30th, if all goes according to plan, and nothing comes up. And it will be business as usual. But the 23rd... No. I'll remind everyone every week until then. But until then, let's go ahead and invite our players so that we can get the game started. Hello. Oh no! Now you're unmuted.
What?
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
That was interesting. Like, the countdown was so fast that time. It only gave me like 2 and 1.
Hell yeah.
I saw none
try
of
to be
them.
even
That is all a
faster.
jump scare.
I'm having boy dinner right now.
What is
What's
it?
for dinner tonight?
Extra
it-
flamin' hot Lay's stacks.
Mm-hmm.
And Arizona premium spiked beverage.
And there it is.
Darwiner.
Darwin.
Ew. I want chips. I want chips. I want chips.
I was being bad for having just a bowl of watermelon.
Oh, I want watermelon.
Getting
I
to feel like
finished
the
my
adult in the
red
room. I had a
beans.
grilled pork chop with Greek salad.
Excuse me. I had food.
What did you have?
I had red beans and rice.
Okay, fine. You get a pass. At least yours is
Thanks.
nutritious. I don't know what Darwiner would be on the nutritional scale.
0.
I would like
Get
to
chips.
correct the problem. I had a pork chop for dinner
Oh,
and some
lovely.
pasta salad,
All right,
But then
this is acceptable nutrition.
but then I threw
Okay,
up.
yeah.
Now I have watermelon.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's gonna be better on your tummy after that anyway.
You tried. At least you tried.
I did.
I forgot to defrost my chicken,
No.
so
Well,
now
That is the worst.
chips dinner now.
That is the worst. God, the number of times I've done that. Like, did you put it in the fridge and then forgot to take it out, or you just forgot to take it out of the freezer completely?
I completely forgot to get out of the freezer.
Rough,
Yeah, there's
man.
no redemption there.
And I was like, yeah, I'm not even close to being defrosted right now.
Chicken
you could
chips.
rapid defrost it in the microwave, but
You can, but you
True.
also get like this weird partially cooked thing whenever you defrost in the microwave.
you could put it in lukewarm water.
You could put it in your mouth and defrost it while you're eating.
You could boof it.
No!
Oh.
90% absorption rate if you boof
No.
Does that work for chicken though? I thought that was just alcohol.
Well, it's in
Speed
your...
run salmonella.
it. Most things, because it's like he crosses your blood-brain barrier faster.
Speed run the salmonella. Let's go.
I'm good.
Why? My brain can't handle this right now.
Well,
I've been
having
good.
to explain boofing.
Oh, you don't have to explain it.
Oh, I already did.
Oh, to your mom?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
sorry.
It's okay. The other day I had to explain what cuckold was. It was very fun.
Wow. It's the sound a chicken makes.
No!
That works on 2 levels, doesn't it?
Yeah?
Caw.
Did you tell her about the cup chair in your closet?
What?
What?
I don't
No.
know if I called it a cuck chair.
You called it a
If I
cup
showed
chair.
it to
You
you.
sure
I
so
don't
did.
think you
But
called it a cuck
I
chair.
did call it a cuck chair because
Oh.
it's like in my closet facing like my desk and bed and stuff. Next to my bookshelf
For premium viewership.
for premium
It's a folding chair. I wouldn't call that premium.
It is kind of a camping chair.
It's economy viewers.
Economenium.
Yeah.
God, it's the cuckold tailgate.
Yeah, I like having outside furniture, but I don't like keeping it outside. I hate bugs.
Fair.
I don't want spiders on my chairs.
That is fair.
So it's a cuck chair.
That is not an option here. Spiders do not let stay outside here.
What stays outside?
Bugs in general, but like yeah, spiders. We get them all the time in the house.
Oh yeah. You get
Also-
jumping spiders a lot.
The cuck.
They just
Yeah.
keep getting in. I don't know from where.
Stays outside.
He's outside.
Oh
Yeah.
my God,
Doesn't that just become a peeping Tom chair? Then it's no longer a cup chair.
He doesn't get the chair.
Like, depends on the relationship.
Yeah, I think it depends on the relationship. If they're
If it's like a stranger.
strangers, or if there's like if
That's
no one
called a
knows
stalker.
that they're watching. Yeah, well, it could depends. It could be a one-off situation. We don't know this guy.
I feel like that would still be a stalker.
It would be fucked up regardless.
Yeah, but he wouldn't. I don't know why he's saying he, but I feel like it would.
Most peeping toms, I feel. Yeah, it's a safe bet.
Werewolves, huh?
Yeah, werewolves.
Yeah,
Fun game.
werewolves.
Man, the last
Good.
time I wasn't even able to find the werewolf, and I was the seer. It's pretty hard.
I need to play that. I haven't played it in a while.
Yep.
Yup.
Yup.
Yup. Do we need a recap?
Oh, do you have one?
Yup.
Yes.
Oh, then no.
Okay.
Okay.
See
Wait,
ya.
are we starting in combat? What now?
Bye.
Where did you hear that?
I don't know.
What?
What?
Yeah, we're
Combat.
still at Darwin's place.
Right,
Darwin
right,
was like, "Hey, everybody, come over," and then flower shenanigans.
right.
That's a
and
dinosaur
then-
time.
Birth
My
Yeah.
little buddy.
Sorcerers bursted.
So we've learned from this experience that if we're gonna make a sentient plant, to do it in the freelance where we can just like say peace out, bye.
Yeah, that and probably talk to it first before I give it sentience.
I totally would have let it live if it didn't say that it was gonna come back and revenge us later.
You shouldn't have asked what it was gonna do. You're being nosy.
Well,
I
it's
mean-
good for us to know.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
you gotta end
Yeah.
the bloodline.
Ruining my future bits. You know how funny that would have
No.
been? That plant came in and it had 1 HP and then you just killed it.
I just have this bad feeling like every plant we encounter now is gonna sound like Roberto Planto.
Oh, you fucking bet it's gonna have an annoying voice.
End the bloodline.
You can't. You'll have to end all chlorophyll.
Well,
Yeah, we kind of need that.
Awaken wolf nuts.
You're gonna awaken wolf nuts? You keep that shit out of my apartment.
I'm just curious. Just thinking, like this thing is incredibly aggressive. What would actually happen if I try to awaken one of those?
you want to spend 8 hours to find out.
It would be
Kind of.
extremely painful, and then it would be extremely mentally painful.
I'm just so curious and tempted by it. So to just like do it like behind a partition of some kind.
Okay, first off,
You?
you're gonna have to hold on to that thing for like 8 hours.
So it's just gonna be a stinging pain in your nuts for 8 hours.
You might
You have to,
die
like,
Get
actually-
castrated first.
You actually have to like hold it for 8 hours.
for the
Curious,
spell
yeah,
to
Or
work.
at least touch it.
Awaken.
Yeah.
Is that touch? Hold on.
What would happen
Oh,
if
it's
like
touch. Yeah, I gotta stay with it. That was sluck. Never mind. Take it back.
Not that curious.
what would happen if someone with like female genitalia handled the plants? Because it grabs. Your nuts.
Zeneca backs away slowly.
It doesn't grab the nuts. I'm just gonna be clear. It doesn't grab anything.
Oh,
It's a shot of
I-
stinging pain.
Yeah, Zeneca, you touch the wolf nuts, you get phantom dick syndrome, and now your dick is in pain.
yeah, I know. That's what I was wondering. Is, like, do you get some sort of phantom nut pain?
Phantom dick syndrome.
Yeah, I'm not
yeah,
gonna.
yeah.
I'm not gonna try that to find out.
You've never had a penis, but you imagine it's like 7 inches and it hurts now.
Oh wow, congrats. Pretty good.
It hurts, but hey, pretty good.
Damn, bitch, that's a big dick.
It's your first time, and you already gotten a 7-incher. Dang,
Damn,
A
dude.
7-incher.
dang, she's a natural.
I
Really.
hate you guys.
Do that thing swing.
I have to play out the scenario. I'm just doing my job as the DM.
It's true. Ask questions, get answers.
Wolf nuts.
It's true.
All right,
How
then
about that
the
recap?
Recap.
Yeah. Session 42 starts in the Barbarine Sky Layer in front of a massive chalet as Shell takes up Dr. Vice's offer for a place to stay. Much larger than even his big ass penthouse, he ends up getting lost as he looks for the dude. A worker helps him find his way there. They talk a little bit about past and present. Asks about if like Shell's going to continue pursuing those memories. He's like, yep. Later, he sends an email to Pierce Shandon before making a brief attempt at empathizing with Luna and reaching out to Nyx with no real results. There's a time skip, though, where Darwin learns to drive and barely gets his license. Zeneca searches for Dinglehopper's ex-wife, and Boreas works on some various odd jobs, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
It's 2 weeks before voting season, and major candidates are campaigning for seat of mayor, so there are kind of like rallies happening after the time skip. Shell sets up an appointment with Pierce Shandon for the next morning at 7 a.m. in M-Network Towers to discuss Damien's predicament. That evening, Boreas creates a monster, which Zeneca and he both then consider how to get rid of. It's hibiscus. They decide to pawn it off on Darwin and bribe him by making him one of those sparkly, expensive drinks. Darwin asks for everyone to meet at his place. Shell's already there when the other two appear with the drink and the nightmare hibiscus. Shell tries to kill it immediately, resulting in a small confrontation that eventually ended with a dead hibiscus plant, no longer threatening revenge. News shows lycanthrope attacks happening all over the rallies. Every frontrunner for the mayoral campaign is dead. Uh-oh. And then that's the recap. You're welcome.
Verily.
Yeah.
So y'all are here.
We are.
The news
so
is
you
spouting information about all of the scatcanthropes who are exploding into their transformations in these crowds, and somehow all of the front runners who were going to be the mayoral candidates have all been assassinated / massacred. Not technically assassinated, I guess. It wasn't really exactly targeted. But they're all dead. Chaos ensues. These crowds are trying to get away. Red, white, and blue blaring lights light up the top layer of these crowds as hover cars come in and try to tranquilize these scatcanthropes, but they are too furious in order to do anything meaningful in a short amount of time. By the time they had gotten there, thousands have already died.
There are a lot of those fuckers.
Yes. It's not just like
Yeah.
a couple people transforming. There's a good number of the population are just randomly bursting into these lycanthropic forms. So, the last thing I remember is Darwin saying, I want to stay home. I don't want to get anywhere near that.
True. True and
Is
factual.
that? Yeah.
I don't know if did I say that like during the game?
I don't have it in my notes, but it's possible. I don't remember it.
But generally, that would have been what Darwin would have at least thought after seeing the news. He'd be like, thank God I wasn't over there.
Zeneca, you texted your family members. The last ones to get back to you are your brothers. They send you a selfie with the both of them, like, happily at a rally, and then the second photo is them pouting at home.
Well, they're fine.
Oh, as long as they're actually okay. Yeah.
Were there any on the sky layer?
The corporatist was on the sky layer.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and send out a text myself. Be like, hey, are you at a rally to Vice?
He sends you text back that says 9.
Good, stay home.
I saw the news.
Zenus?
Mm-hmm.
Zenus.
The news.
Sorry, taking notes. I'll just say good. Gonna see what we can do. I have volunteered you all for this. Sorry. I just
Any of
hate these
those-
werewolves.
Yeah. Are any of those places nearby?
We're in. None of them are in Barksville, you said, right?
Yeah.
We'd have to take a maglev over to the nearest one, whoever it is. Where is the nearest one then?
Super to a maglev.
Yeah, super to a maglev.
Just to be clear, I haven't been charging you guys for the supers, but
Oh, I've been taking out like 15.
I mean that's probably what it should be every time you go in and out of Parksville, but I haven't been charging you for them because you guys haven't really had that much activity.
If fair.
If that changes, I shall.
Okay. Where is the nearest rally though?
Kaftura
Oh yeah.
would be think it was the religionists. I don't remember. Yeah, let's say the religionists were in Kofchura.
Alright. Well, if they're the closest, that'll be your best bet with making an impact, I guess? I don't know. Or getting our asses killed faster. We'll see.
What is the goal of what you guys want to do? Because the police are already over there trying to subdue the situation.
Yeah,
Are they
why?
succeeding or are they getting their asses whooped?
This is like breaking news happening live right now. By the time you get over there, it's going to be minutes later. At the very least. At the quickest. Do you think you will have enough time to do anything by then? Is what I'm asking, right?
I don't really know. I just feel like I gotta.
Okay.
I mean, like, why? This is gonna sound really mean, but like, why should we get involved?
Well, I guess it's true.
Aside from just like general goodwill of wanting to help out.
I mean, the closest I have for that is the lycanthropes out in the Freelands and their connection or potential connection.
They're what?
They're looking for or they're trying to get more of them there, or like some people that they know, or something. I forget. It's like
They wanted us, if we happen to come across any of their own, to either bring them back or proof of who they were.
Oh, the lycanthropes.
Yeah. Oh, and also if we come across anything like bodies, blood, potentially also bring that back as well.
Can everyone
Yes.
but
I guess
Boreas
it's-
make a knowledge check?
no.
Okay, you don't have to.
Maybe.
I did it. A 4.
Is that loading?
Darwin, Zeneca, you guys have had, many encounters with the law. Not in a negative way, but you've had to deal with red tape and stuff before. One, they're not going to let you take any bodies, because that would be theft. And 2, that would be morally wrong. And 3, they're probably going to have it blocked and cordoned off. By the time you try to get there, the maglev station's probably already going to be closed and blocked off away from any of the rally sites.
Gonna be closed. How are people gonna leave though?
You can leave, you just can't exit the station to go to the rally. You'd have to get on the train again and then go somewhere else.
Let's see.
So you'd have to super over there. Unless you want to go there, exit, and then jump over everything and hopefully get away.
I'm gonna point at one of the massacred bodies on the ground and be like, "You gonna finish that?"
Ew.
Darwiner.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a whole police situation over there. So I wonder how we're gonna.
Just wait.
The ultimate
this.
question, I guess, for me as the DM is, do you want to make an enemy of the police?
Not really.
Ways?
Got enough problems
Not
going
right
on.
now.
Because just like anything else, the police are another faction. You can definitely make enemies with the police.
Zeneca doesn't want to make enemies with the police.
I think I already am enemies with the police.
You're enemies with a corporation.
Yeah, but now they're
They
not
have-
protecting my ass, and I have a criminal record. Is
They
this
have
gonna
their
come
own
and bite
police.
me?
Remember, they're a different nation, so it's like...
Yeah, that's true. Would I be extradited?
You could be, but it hasn't happened yet.
Not yet. Maybe we don't get involved, actually. Maybe
It was
we
just-
just watch the news.
It was just an idea.
No,
I do feel-
I
Feel bad.
why do you
Because
feel
you can't
bad?
feed the werewolves.
Potentially, help the people who need help, but also, yes, help the people who need more help via unused bodies.
Where are these werewolves now? Have they been captured? Have they been killed? Have they moved on?
Many of the crowds
Are
are
they still
still
in a
trying
stand-up?
to exit. I'm assuming you guys have just been talking here, so it's been like maybe half a minute. You know, they're still working their way and clawing through the crowds. The police are trying to trank them safely. A lot of them are down, but you know that wasn't all of them. Everyone, give me a perception check. Ooh,
Take it.
19. Ooh, 21.
No.
A 5 and a 14. Okay.
That would have been a nat
Perception.
1 for me if it matters.
It doesn't in context. 'Cause really this is just like who's paying attention to the TV. I guess this is the point where Zenek is like, I don't want to make an enemy of the police, and just completely zones out from the conversation. It's just totally tuned out. Shell and Darwin, both of you, you're like kind of watching the news is going off in the background as you're conversing, but a line from the report gives a very weird happenstance that occurs as the news reporter is like at a distance away. You can kind of hear the screams in the background of the people. They are stating that they have confirmation an image like illusion is appearing over the crowds. However, it is invisible when recorded on camera. Unfortunately, they're not able to show this off on the air, but everyone can confirm there is some kind of illusory entity that is hovering over the crowds.
Ooh.
Someone's doing this on purpose. Oh,
On porpoise?
With
What did they ever do?
purpose.
Poipus.
Purpose.
with a 22 and a 23 on your knowledge checks, Darwin and Zeneca, after hearing this, Zeneca, you start tuning back in as the rest of them have tuned into this segment, and the two of you look at each other and quickly theorize together, like, yeah, this has to be on purpose. Do you think that illusion is possibly the source of why these transformations are happening?
Yes.
Okay.
Does anybody describe what the illusion looks like?
The closest, the most descriptive description you can get is that it looks almost like a old wives' tale kind of ghost, because you can very definitely image a ghost in this future space, but it would be like that illusory image of what people thought a ghost kind of looked like. It's translucent but also slightly opaque, no hard edges, kind of floating like mist about, right? That's about the closest descriptor you can get.
Like a ghost, and it's causing people to turn into werewolves. Am I making a wrong connection here?
That's what you're
It's like
hearing.
forcing a it's forcing a transformation.
We just need to know, like, who's causing the illusion. Like, who's making this happen and why. Maybe, I mean, really don't want to deal with the police.
Okay.
Thoughts?
All I'm hearing is we're not going there. Right?
Yeah, and like,
I
I
wasn't
don't
really
know if
asking.
anybody else feels differently.
I think we
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
kind of let the chaos die down before we go
Yeah.
anywhere, and then we
See
can
what
kind of
happens.
piece things together from there.
We go over there. There's no can't access the area anyways.
Oh, you're quiet.
If we go over there, we can't really access
Yeah.
the area anyways. So we're just like going just to be in the general vicinity, but not like. How would we access this place?
Unless
Yeah, and
you
we'd also be in.
ran past the police barricade.
I'll just wave my gun to get their attention.
I
That'll
Oh
work.
my god.
don't think there's any more cocaine on Zeneca.
No,
I don't think you can do it again.
no. I mean, we could go back to the house on the Skylayer and get cocaine and then go, but I don't think that's gonna work.
The house is
Hey,
gone.
Mice, do you have any cocaine? No. I'm joking.
I'm curious. And Boreas kind of walks past Darwin outside real quick, and I'm going to cast Wild Shape. Not Wild Shape. Use the Wild Shape, I mean, and call out my bird,
Okay.
Onus, and have him fly up and kind of just see how far, like, what he can see from the sky.
Are you
I
trying to
mean-
have him see the rally? Because he won't be able to.
Yeah, 'cause we're still in Parksville, but-
not the rally particular. Like, just look around and see what kind of like chaos is being.
This
happening.
vicinity.
Yeah. Is there anything like coming towards us, or
Just
is
the normal
there-
daily.
Okay.
Mhm.
Mark that up from Scott. Where's the wild shape? There, it's wild shape. Yeah, no like just looms of smoke or anything.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Not this far away.
yeah, not from
It's like
you
another
wouldn't be able to
country
see him at the
away.
rallies. Yeah, and you might see smoke here and there anyway, so it's not really that big of an indicator.
I think it might be good to do the whole waiting to let the chaos die down thing. Just
Okay.
watch the news.
So, just over the table, I'm taking this as a final answer. We're not going because I didn't ask, but you guys have multiple times said, "Let's just wait. Let's not go." So I'm just gonna
I mean-
just blanket that so everyone's on the same page.
Yeah, we can wait, watch the news. If we need to, we can go back into the freelands and ask the world, like the shifters, what the fuck happened.
Okay.
Just a thought.
I'm also gonna put this plant pot down because I don't want to hold this thing anymore.
This completely destroyed plant.
Yeah. It's just a pot of soil now and some
And a stem.
tattered remains of a plant.
Leave it long enough, it just grows back.
Don't tempt fate.
I mean, I don't mind it. I kind of liked him a little bit.
No,
Yeah.
you didn't. You ate its face.
Yeah, only because It vowed revenge.
Wait, are
But I
you
tried to
talking about awakening another thing?
No,
it's
Save it.
no.
saying like if you leave it alone, it'll grow back.
I tried to save it in the very beginning until
Yeah.
it vowed
Right.
revenge.
It definitely won't. I'm pretty sure between the two of you, absolutely obliterated the poor thing.
Good.
Um,
That was no kind of existence.
Boreas, if I harvest some of the blossoms and make tea out of it, nothing weird's gonna happen, right?
Viscous.
Ooh, I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to stop you there. And ask you to roll a luck roll to see if there is any blossoms even left.
Okay. D20, D100.
Yeah,
D20.
Sorcerer's Burst.
The sorceress bursted and bitten all to hell. Okay,
Damn, okay, yeah.
very lucky.
It was
yeah,
covered
yeah.
in blossoms beforehand.
Yeah.
We destroyed, like, the plant part, but not the, like, petals.
Father, I was so beautiful. I had so many blossoms. The memories are haunting.
My baby boy.
Pop them all out.
I hate it.
Zenika's gonna harvest the blossoms for making tea.
Okay.
And just like shove them into
You
her.
rolled a crit. You get 1 pound of blossoms.
God.
Sweet.
Oh, we're
was-
set
he-
on tea.
He was a healthy boy. Was.
Yeah,
Goodness.
she's gonna take a little bit and make some tea in Darwin's kitchen, and then stash the rest in her bag of holding.
Make me one,
Hibiscus had 2 HP.
please.
You did?
Who?
I'll make 2. I'll make a. Does Darwin have a teapot?
I'm sure there's a teapot somewhere in the kitchen if you look around.
Oh. I think I do, actually. And I pull
got a
out
great-
my brewer supplies.
Many random things.
You
Then it
probably
just
have
starts
something at
making
least
some
to
tea.
boil water, so.
Okay.
Some
Bruce.
scratched up the hell pot.
So,
As a couple more minutes go by, I'm gonna say this time only Darwin notices the news continuing on the television. Darwin, your ear perks up again. You don't look over immediately, but you tune the news back in just to make sure that you're not missing anything. And it says that these mists, these ghosts, have drifted down to the people and are making quick movements as if they're swiping at something. It's weird because there's no solid mass that these reporters can see, but it definitely looks like a cloud's like reaching out and then doing a quick and they report when this happens, the area directly around them gets brighter, and the people closest to those swipes end up dead and looking sunburnt to hell. Almost like someone took a magnifying glass to an army man kind of deal.
Huh. That's certainly a peculiar development. I'll, yeah, I would let the rest of the group know. Being like, hey, check this out. Something's going on.
So you guys are all watching the screen for the feed. Again, you can't see the figure, but you can see these sudden bright flashes of light that happen all of a sudden.
It's not Macmillian, is it?
not like
Who?
He's gone rogue.
Macmillian go.
McMillian? I'm sorry, I don't know who that is.
Sullivan
McMilligan?
McMilligan the Million.
Oh,
It's McMilligan.
I see.
Macmillian to me.
Oh, okay, I
McMillian.
see.
Not
Um,
Jason 1000.
Jason 1000, I forgot.
That's such a bad. No, not
His
it.
lesser known cousin.
Jason 1000. He just looks like a 90s guy dressed in
You
cybertech
guys have
gear.
told me his name like at least 7 times, and I'm never gonna fucking remember this name, dude.
I made
Jason
it really
1000
convoluted
sounds like
on
a band.
purpose. Jason
Jason
1000 sounds
1000.
like a knockoff Ben 10.
It just,
Yeah, it's me.
I just think of like Jason X and just add a lot more X's.
Oh, Jason
And X's.
1000. Holy shit.
That's so funny.
I almost
I'm
did a
never gonna
spit
remember
take
the
and I
actual
wasn't
name.
even drinking anything.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm never gonna remember the name.
It's okay. There's not even a hint of a mention of the smell of Sullivan McMilligan the Million.
There was a smell associated with him?
There's
Why do I not
there's
remember
this?
nothing
Nowhere to be
going
around
on
there.
with this guy.
Like
Okay.
he's like, that's not my, no.
There's no mention, no news, not even the shadow of a hair of him being even mentioned. There's no
Interesting.
reason to believe that he's a part of this.
Makes me more suspicious that maybe he's there. He's just that good.
Okay. Sure.
Boris is in the kitchen making tea.
Mm-hmm.
We're sipping our like murder tea as we watch the news.
Ring my baby.
So
Guys-
whatever's there is actually there, but there's like a bunch of them.
Do you guys
Causing some
like
trouble.
Darwin's broken bed? I'm sorry to interrupt, but I wanted to mention Darwin's
I
broken bed.
I did.
Oh, let
I
me
did
look at his
notice 'cause
broken bed.
I'm standing right across from it, and I noticed
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's terrible.
that it's
How
bored.
did you do that? It was just gravity that broke it. There's fluff everywhere. Got mad and just tore up the sheets.
That was
I
the
mean-
only graphic I could find for it in Archive.
I mean-
Incarnate.
There was a lot of gravity, so you know.
Do you guys also like the
Sure.
dent in the floor?
Gravity. Dent in the floor.
Yeah,
Where?
it's right there, right under Shell's token.
I don't see it.
It's right here,
It's right here.
right there.
I
Subtle.
don't.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean it's just
I
a
mean-
dent in metal.
I don't like
Oh,
it. but-
okay.
Right
I
here,
see.
right here.
Yeah, I just thought that was part of the floor. That's not bad. That's not nearly as bad as I thought it was.
It's just
You
dented.
complain a lot.
Not for you, because it's not your place.
Nope. Not anymore. Or at least
Anyways,
not for
proceed.
now. I don't. Yeah.
Whilst we sit here and watch this horrible tragedy happen on television, Darwin, would you like a plant?
Sure. What would I need it for, though? Just to have
Responsibility.
as a buddy.
Something to keep you busy. Something that bounce crazy ideas off of.
I mean, I suppose.
Something to kill slowly by neglect.
I'll take one of the random seeds out of the bag, and I'll put it in the pot after I finish removing the rest of the roots of poor Roberto plant. And I'll just druidcraft and sprout it into a little sproutling.
Okay.
And it'll grow over time.
It's weed. Are they?
druidcraft?
Does it
Done
seem like the
twice.
Does it seem like the
police and stuff are like handling shit despite the big flashes, or do they look like they're in increasingly more trouble?
it definitely looked like they were having some trouble handling it. but the first ones to deal with it are the ones on the sky layer, as they have the most expensive weapons. They're able to take down whatever this cloud or ghost was, and reporters from the sky layer say it just kind of dissipated and there's no sign of it anymore.
What's going on?
Afterwards, at least on
One
the
of
sky
them.
layer, the lycanthropic activity has slowed, and they were able to contain it a lot faster once these shivers went away.
Ghost-like figures attacking people, swiping at people, and burning them beyond belief. Does this sound familiar in any way to anything I could probably think of, like magically?
Is it magic? Is it
Ooh.
religion?
You're from a different age.
Yeah, you fucking nerd.
I'm gonna need you to choose the skill check. It's not gonna be knowledge. It's either
Okay.
going to be Arcana, religion, or nature.
Let's go Arcana. See if I know about this magic about it. And that's just normal roll, no disadvantage.
No.
Okay. Normal roll.
Why would it be a disadvantage? Am I forgetting something?
No, just curious. He's saying it's like not from this age, so maybe.
No, you're not. So you actually might know something about this.
Okay.
Mhm.
Alright. Dirty 20.
I have to check something real quick.
Smirk.
Varied. Ooh, dirty 20. I'll give it to you. Okay. In your research, how much of your research are you going to allow me to reveal to the party? Because that's how much I'm going to explain to them right now.
You know what? Boreas has been a pretty open book.
Pun intended.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, but no, it did definitely. He's definitely been a pretty open book about everything when it comes to like his life.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see why not. Just open the floodgates.
The first thing that occurs in your mind is, what connection can this have to all of the things that have been going on? And maybe it was a happenstance idea that you didn't ask about, or maybe it just really never occurred to you. But you're thinking back to the research that you did. The research upon the moon goddess. And it's there where you take your first break in your mind. The moon goddess. Why would I call it the moon goddess? Why not by their godly name? You can't remember that name that you used for the research, but you remember it was for a moon goddess. That has to be true. In your research for this moon goddess, you remember there were many different possibilities in how exactly they used their power. And one of the ways, much like many of the other gods, which is another thing that is just occurring to you, other gods. Everyone here has been saying there are 5 gods. You know there are more, but you can't remember any of their names. But you do remember other gods also utilizing their power, enacting a place that is their own, that is of their body, a realm of their creation. And for the moon goddess, one of their realms was the gates of the moon, the entryway into the divine realm of paradise for people who worshipped the moon goddess. The gates of the moon had some very specific denizens. Very pale, ghostly in figure. Feminine, but not in like the human. It's humanoid shaped for sure, but extra elongated figures, extremely like squished oval head, very hyper unrealistic beauty standards, if you want to call it that, but like, you know, almost like a stretched Barbie doll, if anything. Very, very like hyper slender.
So Sailor Moon.
Even more slender.
It's giving the illustrations that fashion designers make.
Basically that, but thinner, but not. There's nothing wrong with their body. They're just that way. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't know why I needed to clarify, but I felt like I had to in that moment.
Yeah.
These beings taking on this feminine form was definitely a choice made long ago in devotion to the goddess. And their form and their appearance all reflected this in some way. Extremely pale skin, silver blonde, white hair, gentle blue eyes, and their form made it look as if they were wearing a dress of some kind, but the end dissipates into nothingness. They could appear as if they were walking or even floating on nothing, just depending on how you perceived them and in what angles. And these entities were called slivers.
Boreas kind of like pulls out his book and is just like jumps over to the table and like furiously fanning through the book looking for images, information, anything.
When you open your book, you find that especially coming to this section here now, more in the past, more in like the direct research, it is different. Almost like it's been tampered with, but there's no way anyone could have done this in the time that they had. Even when you let like Zeneca look at your book, there's no way she could have done all of this. It's just not possible. A lot of the writings in here are stricken as if they were erased.
I didn't do it.
When you get to the section about slivers, you remember exactly what I've just said. Even some of the things that I've said, some of those specific details, like their long hair or their pearly white skin, are stricken from the book. And specifically for this, when I say stricken, I mean erased. It's not crossed out. You can find segmented notes that you can kind of parse together with your memory that you remember they were blessed by the moon goddess, so they had a lot of gentleness to them, but they also had wrath if necessary. They were the gatekeepers to the gates of the moon. They were the beckoners of the blessed who could enter through the gates. They were the judge, jury, and executioner. Whatever is happening, they are using moon radiance in order to enact it. Their entire being is made up of such energy. Whether or not it's on purpose is yet to be discovered, but they are definitely the source of why these people are shifting.
The rapture. But for like in throats. I don't know.
I'd kind of like start explaining everything and pointing out like really rough sketches of kind of this figure. Yeah, like that. Probably a little worse, but very nice. Okay, now, if this is a just concentrated moon radiance, I think we should probably leave and go try to figure out what's going on, because this might have to do with Luna.
Luna.
As that sentence, you trip up on those words. Terra is a name you can say. It is one of the 5 gods that have been noted here in this new age that you've entered in. Perhaps it has significance to you now, perhaps not, but you make a mental note of it.
Should we leave?
Why would we leave?
Where would we go?
We have a meeting with Pierce Shandon tomorrow too in the early morning.
Right.
Or we could. Do you want to go to the rallies and see if we can't see these things? Do you want to go to this sky layer and maybe speak to Luna that way through your bag, or?
I don't know. These things are otherworldly at the least. There's something connecting. If we went in person, yes, we'd probably be getting in the way, or worse, detained in some manner.
Mhm.
but we would still be able to physically see what's going on. And I feel like whatever this is connected. This, to be honest, this could be one of those tier things.
I was just thinking that. But
Maybe-
there would be 5 of them, right? Because of like at each of the rallies, this is happening.
It could be 5. It could be one large one, maybe someone's using in a central location and spreading it about. It could be a lot of things. It's just I feel like this is all tied together. And if we're doing this for Luna to help bring her back together, I feel like this is a good place to start, because this is going to be almost assuredly attached in some way to her power.
I'd like everyone to make another perception check for the last segments of news in this next segment of time.
Perception.
Boreas is locked in.
Boreas is locked in now.
I want to
think-
use an inspiration.
Okay. You don't like a
to roll
15?
that. 15's okay.
Okay. It's up to you. I'm just asking.
I'll take the 15.
Okay.
Inspiring.
Yeah.
Zeneca and Shell, you only get to glance this, but you see just enough to come to the same conclusion that Boreas did. He just explained if this had any connection, and serendipitously, the last sliver goes down that they have been trying to fight. The one being fought by the libertarians, and this one clearly, as it has this slightly overhead drone view, when that sliver dissipates, it definitely goes into nothingness, but in its place drops a very distinct blue glowing object. Not a full orb, but maybe a sliver.
Shit.
Alright,
Probably
well I
gonna
guess
need
we're
those.
going to literally all of the rallies. Yeah.
The police are now in possession of 5 slivers.
No! Oh!
I mean, even if we went to the place, I don't think we would have been able to get the slums anyways, right? Because it's already, the police are already like,
There's
Is it a united police force, or is it like multiple police forces based on the layers?
The layers don't matter. The thing that does matter is that the corporatist rally has like 11 different police forces on there, because the megacorp police forces have also like come to save them, but the other ones are just using New Yorkigan police force.
So we might have a chance of getting 4 out of those 5.
How are you thinking?
I don't know. It's just more likely to be able to get it from the New Yorkigan police than it would be from a corpo police kind of situation.
Sure.
I don't think we're gonna get these things. Not for a long while. I have a feeling we'd have to break in, go through their fucking evidence room or whatever it is, and try to find it there, and it's just a whole thing. But at the same time, it's like, I don't think we could have gotten them. We might have been able to get one sliver up like what dropped, like one piece.
Unless you each went to a different rally, but you wouldn't have
Yeah,
been.
but that's dangerous.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been very safe.
Yeah, it would have been bad. That's okay. Well, we still do have kind of like a small hint for where another one might be. She just said something about something blue. Maybe we could check the water. Like the lake, the beach. So I don't think we're gonna get these.
I'm sorry, what now? You think the lake and the water?
I mean,
Would
that's the
have
only
more of
blue
these
thing I can
things?
think of. Well, Luna said that like the only hint that we have for the next location or a location for one of them is quote unquote something blue. So that's all that's coming to mind to me right now. Unless like are there other blue locations I can think of that I the player don't know but the character would?
I mean, everything could technically have some kind of blue. Like, there's neon everywhere, you know?
Yeah. But I'm thinking like primarily blue. Like where that would be what stands out.
It's tricky because blue could be the sky, it could be the beachfront, it could be a lake.
Yeah.
Is the sky blue though?
It's probably gray out here.
It is actually
Might be
blue.
Yeah.
Thinking about it,
The
it would be blue.
Huh.
But yeah. Anything come to mind maybe?
I don't think there's anything that even comes to my mind in particular.
Outside of like watery places or an aquarium
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. Besides the things that you've already said. Like, I don't think there's anything that I think your character would have encountered.
Okay. Check one of my blue 3Ps. Okay. I think as far as that goes, that might be our best bet for looking for another one. Trying to check the watery places here in the city, but I don't think we're getting what the police have.
Let's go beyond the police. These things have been used by either someone or they've gained some sort of sentience and have turned into those figures and they've attacked people.
Yes, I'm wondering what started it though. Like if they did come into their own, because some of those orbs have come into their own.
Was it the orbs that instigated the werewolves? Was it the werewolves that instigated the orbs? Or slivers?
You don't know. The coverage only, like... I don't think we're going to know.
Does it maybe have something to do with the last time we interacted with these orbs? They did produce shadows of ourselves, right?
Yeah,
Perhaps
more or less.
these are also shadows of people. I'm kind of reaching here, though.
What if they will? What if it's not? What if that's just what? Like, God, how do I word this? What if they came into their own by themselves? What if nothing kind of instigated that? What if they woke up?
That's also very possible, yeah.
Because that would explain why they look the way they do.
Shell, I'd like you to make an intelligence check to theorize something. If you're
Okay.
proficient with Arcana, I will also allow it.
I'm not, for some reason.
So just intelligence then.
But it's the same roll anyway, so...
A
yeah,
natural
bitch, that's
20.
20.
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh my god, I'm revealing so much today. Okay.
Yes.
This theory that they've come into their own holds the most ground for you. You remember Luna was telling you maybe an off comment about how her tears have possibly evolved in some way. They're trying to get back to her with whatever force that they can. And they're evolving in some way, shape, or form. And perhaps this is a form that they've taken. It's clouded because even they don't remember what they're supposed to look like, perhaps, as a mirror. But more than that, you link back further. When these entities were created from you and Darwin, you had full orbs.
Yeah.
If these entities are shards or they're slivers, they're just a portion. Maybe they form into something whole. But what caused this? There's only one theory you can surmise right now that makes sense, and it's a long shot. But you went through a lot of effort to keep those orbs balanced.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they teetered too far to one side. Or maybe someone... Oh, yeah, no, because I remember whenever it was getting too much of something, I think it started to crack or something. So maybe it got pumped full of some kind of magic, I don't know, and then exploded.
Like evil energy? Or just
It
energy
doesn't
in
necessarily
general?
have to be evil. Yeah.
That makes things even more questionable, because like that means somebody had this potentially as a singular orb and some sort of magic into it, and it could have shattered, or there were 5 individuals at each of these rallies specifically that all had these things with them. Someone did that on purpose.
I feel like, yeah, no, definitely. Someone's fucking with it. Damien knew about the orbs, and Damien was killed. Someone else knows about the orbs, and I have kind of loosely told people about it.
Yeah, my boss also had an orb. And he went into hiding.
Does he still have one?
No,
Took
because
it.
we returned it, I think, to Luna.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's that organization that kidnapped Kara. Because they're after the orbs as well, right?
That's Trace's. And they're just kind of holding her because... stuff. It's complicated. I don't really know if they want the orb. I think maybe they wanted the orb. I don't remember exactly. I don't think so. I don't think they were too involved with that I know of anyway.
Yeah, besides like various criminal underbellies. I remember the original orb was like some sort of handoff between like a criminal organization. But we never figured out like
Each of the
where we,
candidates are dead, too.
yeah, it's supposed to go to.
Well, there is that warehouse. We had an address for that warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
We never did go, though.
Yeah, where do you? I'd have thought I lost it.
It's okay.
What do you think would be the reason why someone would want to unleash all of these orb slivers upon these candidates? Is it to grasp power? Because they're
Maybe...
generally just like a dick?
I don't know. It could be a statement. It could be a play to, like, get one of the ones who aren't, like, a front runner for these parties or whatever to, like, get a head start or, like, a step up or something. Like, it could be anything. It could just be someone seeing a big group of people and they just want to kill a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, these like candidates all passed away, but they definitely have to have successors, right?
Yes. I mean, I would hope so.
So maybe we go one level below them and see who these successors are. Can I do some research into this? Like if they had all of these candidates had successors and like
Yeah,
who these people are?
Yeah, each of them would have like a person that they would have had on their team, like that would become like vice mayor essentially. So those people would now be the front runners. This is easy
Were they at the
information
rallies?
to look up. Yes.
Did they get killed?
No.
Are all of them alive?
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Doesn't help.
And I'll make it real easy because it's plot armor.
Okay. We gotta have a mayor, you guys!
We gotta have a mayor.
There must always be one. From the news broadcast that we were watching, some of us against our will, were there werewolves, the lycanthropes, at every one of the rallies?
Yes.
Okay, so all 5. So there's a halfway decent chance they were planted there, or at least told to go there.
Let me get this straight. There were werewolves, but there was also that like ghostly sliver figure, and they were both causing chaos. Unrelated?
Well,
Are they related?
I doubt they were unrelated. I have a feeling the power of the sliver from the moon gems is what triggered the lycanthropes to go feral. And I feel like they were it's very odd that they were split up like that. Like the lycanthropes that we met were a singular group. They were very much so a unit, almost like a little family.
These
Like
could also be people from like who originated from Ur.
But
Just
even
blood.
then, as the guy mentioned, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. That's gonna kill me. The bartender said that they were way more in control of themselves because of the crystal.
But maybe these entities could cancel that out. Maybe it's just too intense for them. That the crystal cannot like keep them in check.
But again, that brings up the question: they were at all 5 rallies. I would understand if it would make more sense if they were all on the same level. There was one on the upper level, a higher class, and then 4 more down here.
Yes.
Oh, there's a one in the echelon as well.
There's just a decent population of lycanthropes here. It's a big city. So I don't think this was like a lycanthrope attack. I think they were there and happened to become victims of the slivers who were planted there.
It's alright. I I didn't mean to interrupt you before, but I do want to make the clarification because I don't think Boreas knew. The city is tiered, but it has 3 tiers. So there's the plaza level, which you guys are on. There's the middle echelon, and then there's the sky layer. So there's
the
also a
underlayer,
middle
too.
level. There is the underground, yes. It's 4 layers.
Boreas is limited to of them, so.
Yeah.
But,
I just wanted to let you know because I don't know if you knew. Anyways, go ahead.
but yeah, I think the werewolves are just victims.
Do you
Victims
think
have to dance.
perhaps they're sleeper agents? They didn't.
I
They
don't
didn't
think so.
know they were werewolves or lichens, and they
Oh,
were
that I mean,
triggered
it could
somehow.
be possible. That could be very possible. If they've
It's
never left the
possible,
city.
but I feel like that is not a thing that would probably just go over your head and like, oh, oops, I caught lycanthropy.
Look, maybe it's inherited. Like either way, I don't think that they knew this was gonna happen to them.
No.
Is it not possible to get like infected somehow through your? It's like a blood infection. Is that how lycanthropy works?
It's direct contact and going into your bloodstream, I'm pretty sure. So it bites deep wounds. Potentially hereditary.
I think
It's not something you casually stumble into it.
I mean, there's certainly like spies that don't know they're spies, right? If you go into like, if you think about like spycraft and like subterfuge, there's definitely people who have been brainwashed into thinking like they're totally normal people, but then they get activated and become like this whole crazy agent of whatever person they brainwashed them.
yeah, but
That's
that's
also-
usually like with intention. This was just chaos.
Is it chaos though? Did
Yeah.
they report that any of the like the lycanthropes fell victim to those slivers?
No.
I don't know.
I'm thinking that off the side of my head, but it's not developed yet, so I can't fully say it out. My brain's not letting me pull the thought out.
I believe.
Someone has something to gain. They planted those slivers, and they also planted those lichens in the crowd. Maybe
I
they've been
don't
secretly infecting people with lycanthropy.
That could also be a thing, I guess, but like that's a separate issue, I feel. With the main one being how did those slivers get there?
In addition, for each of these rallies, if we like place them on like an overworld map, is there any sort of pattern?
Yeah, do they do any Full Metal Alchemist shit?
Do they point an arrow or draw like a smiley face? Maybe, I don't know.
Not
That's a
with any
possibility.
significance.
Do any of the vice mayoral candidates for each of the different groups, political groups, have any ties to like ancient magics or moon shit, moon stuff?
Moon shit.
Yeah.
That would immediately be a no.
I'm exhausting all of my
Mm-hmm.
I
my
just,
theories, my tinfoil hat theories.
it's alright. I don't think we have a lot to like do concerning this information other than keeping an eye out. Maybe we could look around those areas sometime soon. But I think what's done is basically done. I think those slivers are in custody. We're not going to be able to get them. And now we know that if it's broken like that, those little pieces can manifest also, and that it can get quite chaotic. So maybe we should act faster next time. Just know what to look out for. It's annoying.
What I'm worried about is, you said you dealt with multiple tiers, the orbs.
Yes.
Those were just slivers of probably of one singular orb or several. What would have happened
Yes.
if that was one whole tier? What could that have done?
Well, at least it would have been in one place. But I don't know. It really just depends.
Blow up a hospital.
Don't. I can't get a job because of that.
Yeah,
It wasn't
that's
even my
how-
fault.
That's that's a possibility. That's how strong one of these like shadows is.
Yeah, they can tear through floors, and I don't. It's not a great thing. We have to be vigilant, I guess. Like that's kind
They're
of
strong.
it.
They're strong and they can use the powers of whoever they mimic.
Goody.
Well, nothing to do about it tonight, I guess.
What did they mimic? But those weren't mimicking people.
No, they woke on their own. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, those were like ethereal beings. Those were like moon guardians. So where the hell did they learn of those?
I think it's just innate.
I mean, yeah, they could have just been.
FYI, I'm sorry to interrupt,
Yeah?
but Moon Guardians is also a different thing, which is a fucking
Yeah,
huge
we've
guy
already
with a moon head, with moon crescent head.
With
Hey,
the seat for
Kind
a
of a
face.
baddie.
See?
Yeah, I mean, if he's big enough, you could sit on it. You could comfortably
That's-
sit on it.
That's what Shell said many moons ago.
Hey!
That's how I remember what moon guardians are.
Crescent head.
So,
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is just like doing research on who was involved with these rallies, who would stand to benefit from the deaths of these political leaders.
it's a murder
Um,
mystery
Yeah, what
with magic.
the MO would be for assassinating all of these leaders.
Slivers, apparently.
Because, like, are they trying to create some sort of power vacuum and then maybe grab power as everything is like erupted into chaos? Groups are like probably blaming each other. And it's gonna be like one group that's gonna maybe try to seize all of the power, consolidate. I think keeping a close eye on the vice mayoral candidates and also anything kind of out of the ordinary, someone trying to maybe rise to power, is going to be key in the coming days.
Yeah, I was gonna
That-
say.
That sounds like a question we should ask the Shandon guy tomorrow.
Get your butt.
Shandon. Yeah. Like, when we go and talk to him,
Get your butt, Shandon.
we can't just come out of the gate with ketchup butt.
But
Suppose
ketchup butt had
not.
already been mentioned. That's why we have the meeting.
Exactly.
true.
Like, it's fine. We don't have to embarrass him anymore. Unless we have to, then that's fine. But
Yeah, this will go well.
yeah.
I'm just curious why ketchup butt.
Well, I don't know. We'll have to ask Damien sometime, or maybe he'll tell us himself tomorrow. But before all this happened, you said you wanted to meet here. Is there a reason why?
Originally,
Uh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't it just so we were all in the same place for the early morning meeting?
Definitely couldn't have been because you wanted to drop the plant off here.
No,
I was
no.
gonna.
No, Darwin asked for like people to come to his place. so
Yeah, I was
like,
thinking
oh,
that we could probably
right, I'm on
hang
my
out and
way.
discuss like a game plan of what we want to do next as a group. But
Well, you know how to drive now, so I was thinking sometime we could go back out and get the
that was
next
all
thing.
kind of, yeah, that was all kind of just thrown to the winds as soon as people started dying outside.
Yeah.
I was hoping that we could like hang out and stuff and discuss our next plans. But
You still can.
Speaking of which, Boris got taken his phone. Like, what time is it roughly? It should still be relatively early.
I'm gonna say it's like 7.
Seven in like in the morning?
No, not at night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's okay. Wait a minute. Damn, 7 in the morning is crazy. Okay, it's 7 at night. It's like early evening.
should our next plan be? I guess we're just meeting with Pierce Shandon tomorrow. We should come up with some questions that we want to ask.
Yes, please write down any questions. Don't go into this blindly. This
Oh,
man
no,
seems relatively influential, and it would be really a shame if we went in there and made absolute fools of ourselves.
The entity above God likes this sentiment.
Well, we're here to talk about Damien, so we maybe let him know that Damien needs like help.
Yeah, like a
Needs one of his
needs
clones, etc. Like, can he help with that?
Yeah.
Damien said to mention ketchup, but
Don't know
Do
why.
not mention the Bark Knight.
I would avoid
Highlight that one.
Just avoid that. Wipe it from your memory.
I mean, he won't recognize me.
Zeneca just looks away.
Okay.
guess the
Any
general-
questions you have? Like, what are we doing?
I guess the general plan is just to ask if he can help in any way to
Mhm.
access one of Damien's clones. If he's willing to help us, maybe even with, I guess, like try to get in good with him. That way, like if we maybe needed some help with Kara, he might have some connections. I'd also maybe ask him about what happened today, because since he's plugged into the M network, probably hears a lot of things going on and might have an idea of like why today happened. That sounds like it makes sense. I'm not sure. I'm throwing pasta against the wall to see what sticks.
Didn't something come up about like the nation of Ur and the their shifting abilities versus the lycanthropes?
As far as I remember, the only thing we really know about it is that they are much more controlled, and is because of the giant crystal that they gifted to New York again.
Yeah.
We might want to check out that crystal.
Is that the notes that you have?
I have
Notes?
something like it came up. I just can't remember what the context was.
The crystal was a gift. They're not controlled because of the crystal. It helps them, but it's not because of the crystal that they have control. Crystal helps them, but they have full control over their shifting abilities. They're not called lycanthropes anymore because they're called shifters.
But still, the crystal might be something. Who knows? It could be a giant part of the moon for all we know.
That's true.
I mean,
Or some-
I guess we could pay that a visit too sometime and see if we get the vibe, but I feel like it's probably different. It doesn't hurt to check.
Boreas puts down the teapot with some cups and the hibiscus tea. But Darwin, I can't find sugar.
Oh,
Do you have honey?
Do we need sugar? Does it need to be sweetened?
Yes.
A hint of it, maybe.
do I have any sort of
Shell
sweetener?
just gets offended.
Can I look for sweetener?
Not gonna raw dog this tea.
Zenika's just
Yeah.
gonna pour herself a cup and start sipping it as is.
You probably have like a small box of like Synthen Low.
Something low.
I grab the box and I just put it on the table. And I say, help yourself.
I do. A lot of
many
it goes into my cup.
As many
it's like
Synthen lows as your heart desires.
it's not even like a packet of sugar. It's just like a dissolvable piece of paper. You just like slip the piece of paper into the cup and it just dissolves.
Put like 6 of
Shell,
them in there.
I was gonna say Shell dissolves an entire 8x10.
Yeah.
One cup.
It's like putting a styrofoam like block in some acid.
Yeah.
I love
It would be
Okay.
like if cotton candy was a piece of paper. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, well, yeah, that makes sense because that's cotton candy's just sugar.
Yeah.
But
But that's what I imagine. It just like
Yeah.
dissolves.
I mean, I like that personally.
Like eating a Listerine strip.
Yeah, but it's just sugar. I like
Imagine chewing a Listerine strip. Awesome.
it. So tomorrow, we go talk to Pierce Shandon. What would they like to do after that? Do you have your own things you want to do? Do you want to go back out and like discuss whatever with Nyx, get your piece, and then move on? Or like, is there like, do you want to check out the crystal instead of that? I don't.
Is the crystal out in the outlands?
No.
No?
No, that's
Okay.
inside the city.
I forgot what these people were. I would also maybe think about messaging Bob Anthony about any information he might have regarding what happened today, but he's just gonna say, "Have you found my daughter
That's
yet?"
just fucked. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna be like, "No." And he's like, "Well, fucking find my daughter."
Yeah.
Who cares what happened
Yeah.
today?
Yeah,
That's
my
awesome.
daughter wasn't there. I don't care.
Yeah. That's what I suspect is gonna happen. So,
Yeah.
Bring me pictures of Mothman!
Mothman. Yeah.
a menace
Oh,
to
man.
society.
Uh.
Speaking of messages, we still got to get in touch with Dinglehopper about the coin stuff. It's been about a little more than a week now.
Oh, we found his ex-wife.
Zeneca did, I believe, find her.
Sent a message or something, right?
Yeah, I don't remember what came from that, but it did happen.
I think it was, hey, I found you. This is crazy. And then she ghosted her.
He ghosting you?
After mentioning Dinglehopper, I think.
Dang.
Are you asking me?
No.
Okay.
I can't remember the exact moment of it. I think it was like you mentioned on behalf of Dinglehopper as a mutual friend, and then the ex ghosted Zeneca.
Yeah,
that
I
was
remember that.
Rude.
I just remember the exact wording for it, but yeah.
I would have been skeeved too. So after Pierce, what are we up to?
Depending on the information that we receive from Pierce, might want to continue on to if he has like an actual good way for me to or us to access Damien clone or has like a lead. That's probably the first thing that I would follow.
Gotcha.
Depending on how like buddy we get with Pierce Shandon as well, like I might ask for some help in
Darwin, you
locating
sweet summer child.
Phandara.
Getting buddy with him right away? Really?
With a Corpo, I don't think it's gonna happen, but we'll see.
Because it's like
You got buddy
kind of
with
our
Kara,
best-
and she's a Corpo.
Yeah, this guy's like the son
Yeah.
of the leader of a corpo, so might be a good ally to have in our future endeavors and breaking into corpos
Like,
that aren't
was a Corpo.
M network. Yeah,
I miss being rich.
yeah, me too. I also miss you being rich.
I miss you being rich.
Our money.
Alright, so is it are we having a sleepover or something? Is that what you're wanting? So we're all together.
Yeah, how
for
many
the
of us
7
do you think-
a.m. or
How many of us do you think have been on this bed next to me?
well, 3 people could probably uncomfortably fit in your bed. 2 people comfortably. 1 person on the couch, another in a chair.
I like to imagine, like, as soon as Darwin turns around to go towards his room, everyone just starts to shuffle out of the door, just out of his house, trying to get away.
Oh man, it's funny.
Okay. I
All
think
right, who's sleeping where?
we can continue planning, but let's go ahead and take our break. Get a little bit refreshed, use the restroom,
Yeah.
get some snacks, do some stretches, whatever you need to do, and we'll be back in a few.
That rhymed.
Oh
Hello.
man, I was still muted. Hello, we're back.
Hello. Very interesting things happening.
Yeah, my button is
muting
not
and such.
buttoning. Anyways, you guys were discussing what you want to do when you meet Pierce, and also what you might want to do after.
That was my tentative plan, was just to ask about Damien, and then follow any leads that they might have regarding
Any
the...
advice to getting to Kara?
And then if they had any advice, depending on how buddy we get.
The way it sounds, first thing we should do is not mention ketchup butt.
Just
Yeah.
not
Unless
to
we
be
have to.
rude. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's
Um,
definitely a good ideas, though. You never fully explained who is Kara.
Darwin, you want to take that?
Excuse me?
only the love of my life.
Shell just
Only.
pinches the bridge of his nose.
One day,
Few dates.
She's my coworker.
1.5.
Is she my employee or my assistant?
Both.
She's
like
my
a-
boss's daughter.
Also,
Um,
my boss's daughter, I guess.
Yeah, she's my assistant and my friend. And the whole complicated bullshit with me and Trace's is kind of the reason why she's absent. So it's just a mess.
Just curious because you've mentioned it now multiple times. You've never said who she was, and you're looking for this person.
We know where she is.
We just can't
It's
get
just
to her.
difficult to. We very easily could, but there's a high chance it would go wrong very quickly.
We like generally know maybe where she's at, or who has her at least. We definitely know who has her.
Yeah,
We're not like entirely sure
we know a way to get to her. It's just
specifically where she is. Yeah.
Being very casual about your coworker and your love being essentially kidnapped.
well. To be fair, you sign your life away effectively when you get on with these big corporations. So not too
That is
much of a
kind of how they
shocker,
work.
I guess.
Or so read another little note. It just says, "Do not sign anything with corporations."
Meanwhile, Shell's sad that he can't. Alright.
That is the general plan.
So should we hit the bed?
Pulls out
Beam.
hammer.
Yeah. Cracks knuckles.
I mean, I'm already in my bed.
Dibs on couch.
It's fine. I could literally sleep in a chair. Be fine. Just be a little rough going to meditation.
You're taking the wall.
The corner.
Not even a chair, just the corner.
Oh no, I was talking
He's
to
talking to you.
not Dorian, Darwin. Yeah, like, well, it looks like I'm stuck on the bed with Darwin again, so I'm gonna push him against the wall this time. Because I think I took the wall last time.
I mean, that's okay. As long as I get to sleep on my bed.
Don't break it again.
I mean, it wasn't me that broke it last time.
I mean, it was for sure you. Well, I guess technically it was Damien and the Orb, but
Mhm.
Damien and the Orb sounds like a band.
Really weird prog rock band.
I was thinking like bluegrass.
Sounds like a book
Yeah.
written by Road Dahl, dude.
Yeah. Good night.
Take the cloak off, toss it on the back of the couch, and yeah, just sit in a chair like a weirdo.
Okay.
Probably before I go to bed, kind of just go over my book and kind of like look for other stuff that was modified without my memory.
Anything that has to do with gods is all gone.
Like completely, it's gone. It's even like little notes are just gone.
Yep. Vanished.
Okay.
As if you never wrote in the book.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so probably spend like an hour going over that, and then go to sleep or meditation.
Okay.
Couldn't just sit in my little corner, like a weirdo.
Everyone gets a long rest. Is anyone doing anything before the meeting?
I'm gonna grab myself a coffee. You know the kind.
Rest.
During those long rests, can I tune to my pad?
Attune to it?
Mm-hmm.
When did you unattune to it?
Oh, it's like my new. When I level up, there was a class feature. I'm not gonna tune specifically to it. Sorry, I'm eating that soon.
Which was, I think that was the plus. Cool. Got it.
Oh, bind. I think the word is bind. Can I bind my pad to me? And it's long rest.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Sweet.
Now, I want to be clear, because I don't think this was clear to you, so I want to make sure that you understand. This is physically bound to you now.
Like it's part of my body?
Yeah.
Be anywhere. Be connected to my body at all times.
But
It would just be there.
So say I wanted to I put it down at someone else's house and I leave that house.
That would be like ripping off a piece of your body.
I see.
It would hurt a lot.
Then how come the last part of it says that you know their general direction if they're not on your person?
You know when your cyberware and devices are being hacked and know their general direction.
So if it's removed from you, you know where it went.
Yeah.
Still gonna hurt like a bitch. Ouch, that's rough. Now, question is it like a little wrist tablet, or is this a full on like tablet in the center of your chest?
This is like installing.
Ooh.
So I guess you could make like a slot in you.
nice. Sorry.
We'll wake up. Darwin's like, hey guys, check out my slot.
Sick slot, bro.
You could just
my
like
cheeks.
Spider-Man web your phone out of your wrist, I guess.
That'd be pretty cool.
But yeah, it would become like a part of your body when it's bound.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. That bonus does still apply if it's not on you, but it becomes a part of you.
Does how do I bind it to me? I'm not really familiar with like the whole process of binding items to myself.
You just say it happens, and then we go through a imaginary montage of you doing the happening.
Let's see. And it could be anywhere on my body?
I'm afraid to say yes, but the answer
Yes.
is yes.
Your ass. Yes.
I was
Your
just
ass.
maybe like
Yes.
it'd be on my arm or like on my thigh or something somewhere.
Your pad is stored in your balls.
Sure.
Because like where else would I put it? Betwixt my
Your
cheeks.
ass.
Like a stomach pocket, like a kangaroo.
I mean, I don't.
On your ass cheek, yeah, like a back pocket.
In your
No,
neck,
like
like a
flesh.
Pez dispenser.
I hate it.
It's crazy. That's a crazy place to put a phone.
Replace the palm of your hand.
With my phone.
Yeah.
Need to roll something else. Where is it? Is it a D6?
I might actually. Can I make it so that it's not like very apparent that my pad is a piece of my hand? It's like in my palm.
Yes and no. Like when the screen is off, it just looks like your palm, for sure. But when the screen's on, it definitely looks like a screen.
I see.
You can't really help that part, you know?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a way where I can like surreptitiously access my pad without people seeing it. When I'm like, maybe if I just like, it looks like I'm just folding my hands.
I mean, you can already do that. You have a cyber eye.
See. I feel like I wasn't able to like initiate hacks though, right? Without first using my pad.
Right.
But I can access the information, I just can't initiate like programs and hacks without making contact with my pad.
Okay.
Maybe like I would put it on my hands or maybe on my arm, like the inside of my arm.
I don't know how the inside of your arm would be stealthier.
Means like
I think
he means
it'll
like,
be about the same.
I think he means like on his forearm.
Yeah, I don't know how that would be stealthier. I feel like that would be the same as if it was on your hand. I feel like it would be a little more out of place if it was on your wrist, right? Because at least if it's on your hand, you could kind of make it look like you're massaging your hand. But if you're booping your forearm... Yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking. But, yeah, you can install it anywhere.
Okay. I'll give it some thought. It's either going to be on my arm or on my hand, but I'll come up with a better reason for why it's
Sure.
on one or the other.
Now, the benefit of this, if it wasn't clear, is that like it's a part of you, so it also can't be unequipped from you without like a lot of force.
Someone removing
or-
a piece
yeah,
of my body.
Yeah. Or like you deliberately doing it. Yeah.
Okay. I do that.
Okay.
I make it part of myself.
Where
I become
might you put
the
this?
infinite. I think it's gonna be on my hand,
Okay.
in my palm.
Sure.
So, second question is, if is it removable? Like, can I like insert it into like some sort of slot on my hand. And if I take it out of my hand, can I still use my hand normally, or am I just missing a chunk from my hand?
You can still use your hand normally, but the idea is that like you've upgraded yourself, right? You've extended yourself past normal physical means. So yeah, you can definitely still remove it. You can only have one thing bound to you though, so you know,
Yeah.
if you decide
that's
you want
only-
something else, then like you know, you don't want to integrate with the phone. You don't want to remove that from your hands.
Can I not switch it out to something else?
You can. You just don't want your phone in you when you do that.
Right. I'll take it out of my hand slot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just do that for now.
Okay.
Gotta roll one more time for a d6. Hell yeah. Steph is at full charge again. Beautiful.
Anyone else doing anything?
Oh, I need to do a long rest. Beep boop.
Yeah, I'm snoozing.
Oh, Zenika's passed out on the couch.
You're sleeping in the morning? Now?
Yeah, she's probably gonna sleep in a little bit late. Like, she'll wait for everyone, but she doesn't have anything
Oh, I
active
see.
that she's trying to do.
Oh no, is this the morning of? I might
Yeah.
have missed that.
Are,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Are you doing anything
Yeah,
before
no,
the
wash my
meeting?
ass. Yeah, cleaning, getting that one coffee, $50. I'll take it out of my shit.
Mhm.
I would also like to get one of
Paying
them
me around.
coffees.
Going to the burrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many credits do you have? Just curious.
How many credits do you have, motherfucker?
I'm just curious. You answer my question first.
I have 9k right now.
You have 9K,
Saving. Yeah.
and it costs 50 credits per coffee.
Mm-hmm.
For
I
that
will
one.
pay for both of our coffees.
Aw. Thanks. Why?
Probably go with Shell, actually.
Zenika's left alone in Darwin's house.
Excellent.
She's sleeping in.
If she wakes up and people are like gone, she's just gonna start like rifling through everything.
It's like, I'll miss the appointment. I don't give a shit.
There's
I'm
nothing.
just gonna say that happens. I like that a lot more than she just sleeping in. Just start.
I'm looking through all my random stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fun.
I don't have anything
So
to
the three
hide.
of you go get coffee.
Yeah. Oh man, I gotta write.
Do they have like, just regular coffee that isn't gonna like make me imagine things again? Just pure sugar crash.
This place? No.
No.
That sucks.
We'll have 3.
Well, I want one. I will buy you one.
No, I'm good. I'm fine.
But it's an experience.
It was that I'm okay with not having any more.
Your loss.
Yeah.
Could have gotten another one. Given it to me.
You could just get another one.
Do you want anything besides coffee? Another beverage, perhaps? Do you think Zeneca would want one of these?
I based on her reaction to the asking for sugar for the tea last night, I severely doubt it.
Okay. I've deducted the credits from my balance. And
Balance.
I think we can head back to my place, meet up with Zeneca, and then meet up with the Shand.
The Shand?
Man. Mr.
Zeneca, what are you
Shandman.
looking for?
Nothing in particular. She's just like seeing. I don't know. She's just kind of rummaging through his shit and not really looking for anything particular.
Okay.
Unless he
being
has like
nosy.
a diary on. If he has a diary under his bed, you know she's reading that.
There is no diary.
I'm trying to think of if Darwin would actually even have anything embarrassing. I don't think he would.
A squeaky toy
I mean, I wouldn't
hidden
be
under
embarrassed.
his pillow.
Zeneca, make an investigation check.
Hmm.
There is a supposedly hidden, but not very well actually hidden, panel in the side of his shower that rolls out like a 90-degree cupboard shelf kind of deal, kind of like a sunglass hutch. You know what I'm talking about? The pocket
Sort of.
kind of like opens.
Yeah, you like press it and then it like comes open.
Yeah. It like flaps open instead of like sliding open kind of deal. And there's a
What's in
rubber
it?
duck in there.
Just a rubber
what?
duck. Okay.
A
It's a rubber
duck.
ducky.
It has a freshly squeaky sound.
Do you grab the duck and squeak
I
it?
take. I take the duck hostage.
I am at this point. I am hands off, and this is all Darwin.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go.
Well, are you guys back?
No, I'm gonna say no. I want to see what happens.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pocket the duck and see how long it takes for him to realize it's missing.
Also, this does canonically work because the burrow is quite a bit a ways from Darwin's house. It's like a couple streets down.
Okay.
It's actually further than I think. I'm pretty sure the burrow is in the jungle.
That's like
Hold on,
South
let me double
of-
check.
Clarksville, right?
It's like the next neighborhood, so it's quite far.
It's within walking distance, but long
It's-
walking distance.
Yeah, you're like walking for maybe an hour or something like that.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. We got up hella early.
It's been at 7 o'clock at night, so makes sense.
Yeah. that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Yep. It's like right in between.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, Zeneca, you pocket the rubber duck. It's the closest thing to like a squeaky toy you can find in Darwin's apartment. The thing that you notice, not that you're really profiling Darwin, but it's just kind of like a secondhand thing that's going on. 'Cause you've done it so many times. It's that like he doesn't really have much personalized things. Most of the things he owns is for utility, and then there's just like a bunch of junk for some reason.
She makes a mental note to ask him like why he doesn't have stuff, but then why does he have all this junk instead? Like, did he inherit it, or does he just not clean his place?
I mean, it's pretty clean.
Not insulting to your host at all.
Yeah, it's
Right?
pretty clean. The junk is in that like cubby next to the kitchen that you see in the top left corner. In this like map section, there's just like shelves and shelves of just like stuff that doesn't get touched, basically. But the
Sometimes
house-
not really junk. It's just items that aren't used.
Yeah, junk not as in like trash, but junk as in like it's just kind of
Stuff.
miscellaneous.
stuff of hobbies past
Sure.
and things that I might have been tinkering with.
Your great sword figurines.
A log of all the great coffees that I've had.
Of which there have been one.
There's one that stands out, definitely.
Yeah, you're welcome, buddy. You're fucking. I don't know.
How do you look, Zeneca? Like, what are you doing when the rest of the group comes back?
I
You
don't know, I
have
think
ample
she'd just
time to do
like.
anything.
I honestly, I think she'd run out of things to look through, and
Yeah.
then just go back to the couch and be like scrolling on her pad.
Sure.
Do we,
We're
Yeah,
back.
all of you guys are back.
are we
You ready to go?
you're awake?
Yeah.
Oh, you're finally awake.
God damn it! I was trying so hard not to say it.
Yeah, no.
We got a couple of these drinks. Do you want some of mine?
Nah, I'm good. That's like diabetes with straw.
Do we have any
Yeah.
extra of those sparklers that you brought from before? Just wondering.
Darwin, I don't think we have time for this.
Okay.
You can have my sparklers, I guess.
I will immediately take them and place them onto my own drink.
Is
Double
that
sparklers.
the main reason you like this coffee?
I
Because
don't know.
Sparkles?
It's just, when I like hold it up and it's like an experience. You know?
No taste is the same.
Yeah.
Or sip, I
Sparklers
guess.
just kind of make it taste better. Through some
You have
unknown
to-
reason.
You have to make it taste better?
It's the gunpowder.
For some reason, they just taste better when they have sparkles in them. I don't make the rules. I don't know what kind
How
of magic they
glass
put into
tastes.
this thing. Yeah.
Sure.
It's that third ingredient in Cactus Cooler.
Despair?
No, it's
It's
orange, pineapple, and
orange.
blast.
Yeah, orange pineapple blast. Do I get the sense that anything is off?
Make a perception check, DC 22. Nope.
I don't.
Nope.
Sense-
You
You
have
won't
no
know
reason
until
to
the next
suspect
time you
Zeneca.
take a shower.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If you even open that every time you take a shower.
I do. I
Okay,
sure do.
sure.
But
That was up to you.
yeah.
Yep. Darwin
Yep.
lore.
But I feel like I would have showered before I left. As like I'm
Yeah,
getting ready for the day, so
probably.
it's not gonna happen until at least tomorrow.
Yeah.
Did you leave the thing ajar? Like, is it just open, or did you close it back up after you?
Oh,
took
I
the
closed
squeaky?
it.
There's no
Okay.
way she would have left it open. I wasn't gonna give you that, dude. He's
Though
skilled
I
enough
will
at it
find
now, but-
opportunity.
Yeah.
I will find opportunities throughout the day when you're not paying attention to squeeze it. Just to mess with you.
That's psychological warfare. Are we ready?
Yeah, let's head out.
Okay,
Let's
off we
get
go.
Ready,
Rubber
ready.
ducky, get out of my mind. Rubber
To
ducky.
M Towers.
All right. You guys head over to M Towers to have a meeting with Pierce Shandon. You are all welcomed in the lobby by the receptionist. As you give the information that you have this meeting, they respond and tell you that there is only one registered person for this meeting.
Oh, great. Alright. Is there a name? Like, did she say a name?
Yeah, it's
What you-
registered as Shell.
Oh, okay, yeah. Alright, well, you know, that makes sense. Alright, sit tight, I guess.
Okay.
Can they wait with me?
They can wait with you in the lobby, but you are
Yeah.
directed to the elevator.
Oh, okay, that was quick. Alright, yeah. Bye.
Bye.
He's not good at being friendly. It's awkward.
I mean, I hope they know that by now. It's been like 40 sessions.
Darwin's like, okay, bye.
Bye.
I guess as Shell gets let off, I'd return to the receptionist. Is there a cafe or something here?
There absolutely would be. What are you looking for?
Coffee that isn't made of 80% sugar.
Ah. Yeah, there's definitely a lobby cafe that makes like a basic coffee.
Is that a free or cost?
Are you getting like a latte or a drip coffee? Or do you know the
Probably-
difference?
I don't think Boreas would know.
Okay.
So probably just ask for 2 small coffees.
Okay. That would be $12.
12. Oh, wait, here we go.
Two coffees?
Yeah.
For $12.
Yeah,
You think
double
a
fist
corporation is not going to overcharge you?
It's very true. And this is probably gonna be some mediocre ass coffee.
coffee. Yeah, it's gonna taste burnt to shit.
Kind of
I
watery.
was just shocked that you got 2 coffees. You got double
Yep.
fist coffees in the lobby of the
Seneca.
seminar.
Yep. Give one a Zeneca and sit down.
Okay.
You had your sugar drink.
I did
You got
indeed.
2 coffees for free today. I mean, that's a win in my book, but yeah. You get handed like a 6-ounce cup.
She'll sip it slowly.
Nice.
$1 an ounce of coffee.
It tastes like rubber.
Yeah. Just like God intended.
Boreas has no basis for how much this costs. All he knows is he was still ripped off.
Quite frankly, from the sugar content alone, that $50 cup is probably actually worth it. Maybe. Just from the amount of
It's
sugar
kind of
there.
magic or some shit.
Yeah.
It's
Take it.
worth it
Weird.
if it brings you joy.
Just take it, boil it down, and recover the sugar.
You boil it down and somehow you get more volume of sugar than was in the cup.
Actual
Magic.
witchcraft.
Possible. Possible with hot beverages.
Super condensed sugar. Anyways, Michelle, you go up this elevator. Elevator music's playing. Ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, bum, bum. And the elevator dings open on a level that is not highlighted on the elevator buttons. There's a singular hall going to a singular other door. You're very familiar with this kind of setup.
Yeah. I head down the hall. And give a knock.
The door opens. It slides open pneumatically into the wall, and you are greeted by someone who stands up behind their desk, gesturing you to come in and sit down. Shell, I presume. Oops.
Sorry, finishing up my notes.
Yeah, oops. I misclicked off
Yes.
the song that I wanted.
Yeah, music. Gotta turn it up myself a little bit. Okay. Yes, is this Pierce Shandon?
That's what the desk plate says.
Squint. That doesn't mean much.
Please, come in. Sit down.
He goes to sit down.
I'm sure you have many questions, but I would like to ask the first one, if you don't mind. How
Please.
do you know about Ketchup Hut? He tries to hold in his anger while being polite, but he just can't do it.
Heard it from Damien himself. He's your friend, right?
Ex-friend now. His eyes are closed and he's trying to hold in his anger.
Look, I don't know what this is about or what it even means. It doesn't sound that big a deal, if it helps at all from an outside perspective. But I'm sure he wouldn't have told me about this if he didn't think that this is the only way to get through to you. Because he's dead.
Justice.
And we need... No.
Huh?
He's also not, though.
What?
We are still in contact with him. We learned about Ketchup, but after his
Injustice.
death, we found him.
Where is he?
Death.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill this fool.
In order to kill him, he needs a body. Because right now he is very incorporeal.
Oh, that's just as good as dead. Justice.
No.
Very well.
Oh, God.
You have an audience with me,
Mhm.
so what did you want?
It's not what I want, but what Damien needs. And what he needs is a body. His clone, preferably. But I don't have access to that, so I can't help him.
Well, I
You're
don't
the
know.
only one he has left.
I see. He gives you a smirk, and you know that's not a good kind of smirk. This is the business kind of smirk.
Yeah, I know.
I very much don't want him to be alive. Especially if he's giving out information like this. So... you want me to make a business transaction for one of Damien's clones, which is technically not legal in the eyes of the city. But of course, it can be done.
Okay. What's the catch?
I'm glad you know how to talk in a business sense.
I'm not a fool,
Good. Because you know
usually.
that this won't be the kind of offer where you can negotiate.
No, I understand. So...
He takes a big breath and sighs. And he says, "There's an item that I've been trying to procure for the past 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get that for me, I will give you one of Damien's clones in pristine condition.
What is it?
It is a Jenny doll, first edition.
Is that a 3P or something
Yes.
else?
It's a 3P.
Do I have one? Did I just
No.
buy one?
No. This is a first edition Jenny doll, which means it's from the very first batch that were ever created. Any edition of these would go for millions. This one in particular, being a first edition, would go for billions of credits.
And do you know anybody with one of those?
If you're going to take this job, I'm going to need your word in more than a verbal sense. And he pulls out his drawer and slides a pad with a contract on it. Now, I know your background.
Research.
Pretty easy to do when you're in a position of power.
It's true.
I also know that if you wanted to get it done, you can.
Also true. Like reading through the contract while we're talking, do I catch anything?
The contract is like very basic in a sense that like there isn't really any like gotcha things. It's very strictly you're gonna get this thing for me or be in debt 3 billion until you do. Once you do, contract is over, and then Damien would be obligated to do his part of the deal, which is also in agreement signed as getting Damien's body.
Okay, so Shandon would be obligated then.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I said that.
Sorry, I'm writing as you talk, so like, I had to go back and edit. Yeah, he signs it.
Okay.
Slip it back over then, I guess. Do you need anything else before we talk more about this?
What are you offering?
No, I meant literally like fingerprints, like my ID.
No. Because if I wanted to, I could find you quite easily.
I'm sure.
So I don't really need anything else. Once you get me that 3P, we'll have a good working relationship, I feel.
And speaking of, you don't happen to know where one might be.
There's only one that I know of. The person in question is...
Crunch.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to open a candy bar because my blood sugar feels like it's crashing, so I'm trying to do it.
Oh no
quietly.
no! I don't hear your candy bar.
Oh, the crunch was the candy bar wrapper.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
It sounded wet.
Yeah, it's really thin foil. Anyways, the person in question is someone who is not part of the city. However, I know they will be making a visit soon. Their name is Al,
Mhm.
and last names are not really their thing. They prefer to go by Al. Quite a popular person if you're in the right circles. But I suppose the key words that I should be using here are the Arcanomancer of Visalar.
What is that? I'm asking over the table. I figure I probably know.
Arcanomancers are a title given to the strongest magic casters of the world.
Oh, damn. Okay. And the Solar, where's that?
Isolar is a continent just off of the
Isolar.
coast of Valeria.
Okay. I heard it wrong.
You haven't
It's a city?
actually-
A country?
it's a continent. You haven't actually encountered anything to do with like things that are not of the city yet. So, here's the reveal of the world map.
Ooh.
Man.
Nostalgia.
Recognize some of these places.
Nostalgia and regrets.
Where's Florida? There it is.
I died in one of these places.
And there's hell. Alright, and we're up here. Okay, I see. Aw. I'm so happy. This is... Sorry. Just taking a minute. Oh. Okay, sorry. I'm done. Alright, shit. So... And they usually travel with that 3P?
Not exactly. They can create their own house, basically.
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
Make an Arcana check. See if you can know what he's kind of alluding to. Unless you think you know the spell yourself.
It's like Mordenkainen's like something or another.
Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion, yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Do I still need to do the Arcana?
No, you had most of it. I could feel
Thanks.
it.
I usually have that spell for my high level wizards. Okay. Do you maybe know where they might set that up?
At the top
Or
of
is
the
that
tower
kind of...
in the Veil Walkers Guild. If they were to come to the city.
Right. And if they don't...
Good luck finding a plane.
Alright. Is this suspect there's no real time limit outside of Davian's own.
The time limit would be your lifespan.
Right.
Obviously, if
Damien's-
you die, your debt goes to next of kin.
Good luck.
Pretty simple.
And if you have no kin,
Everyone always has kin.
you'd be surprised.
Right.
Let's, Right, how many days is this supposed to happen? When are they potentially coming in? Any idea what they look like? Any pictures you might have of them?
You would definitely be able to find a picture of them easily. Like, he's a famous figure, basically. He looks like a very generic elven man, except he's got extremely pale, faded green eyes.
Okay. Pretty.
A lot of the pictures depict him with,
All right.
like,
I think that's it then.
not a crown, but like a... There's, like, vines that are intertwined with his hair, basically. So,
Dick.
yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else I should know? Or that you think I should know before I do this?
Well, he usually doesn't deal with anyone who isn't important, so make sure you are.
Alright. Gotcha. Okay. Well, here is my number, I guess. In the event you need to, I don't know, get a hold of me for any reason on this.
I'll put it in my 7th phone.
Okay.
He calls you right back, so you have his number.
I'll add it to my only phone.
Only phones.
Only phone.
Get a subscription for only your phone.
I mean, that's... Yeah.
It makes sense, but in a roundabout way somehow.
Yeah,
Mhm,
but
mhm.
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, I guess I'll stand up. Get started on this, I guess. Wait, did you say when he's expected? Or they're expected to come in?
1 second.
Potentially?
Oh. Today. In fact,
Today?
they should be here 1 hour ago.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, bye. Gonna try and get this done.
I forgot to mention that
Mm.
after the long rest, it has become Friday, April 18th.
Okay. Unexpected. Gotcha. Notes taken. I thought that was him for a second. I forgot to mention. It's Friday. I'm like, okay, thanks. I think that's it. Unless he needs me to stay for anything else, like I'll just head out to get this done since it's already in the fucking works.
As you get up and take a few steps towards the door, he says, "Oh, That doctor you've been around. Don't get too attached.
Why do you...
Long history.
Between you and him?
Between him and himself.
Interesting. Well, thanks, I guess. Don't plan on it.
Good. I would expect as much.
He'll, like, stay quiet and, like, it'll be like he's standing there like he would talk if he had something to say, but he just leaves.
Okay. Amazing.
Yeah. Get back to
Yeah.
the party. God damn it.
You're all reunited.
Hey,
Hey,
so you guys interested in a heist?
oh.
Zenika's eyes light up a little bit.
Hey.
What kind of heist?
A
Let's
tiny
talk back at
heist.
Darwin's. Let's talk back at Darwin's apartment. It's
First,
gonna have
what
to
did he say
happen
about?
today.
Yeah, what did he say about yesterday's events? Anything?
Nothing. We didn't talk about it. I actually forgot to mention it altogether.
You think
But
you
what's
could help
done is
us
what's
with Kara?
not right now, potentially in the future, but we have to do this first. Or I do. But I'm making you guys help me, so. I need help.
I see. I have help.
How about, hey, could you guys help me?
I am help.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
They were employed, but like, I understand. I need help, and by I need we because I am not going into like billions of dollars of debt for Damien's stupid ass. So you're gonna help me figure this out. We have to steal a 3P from, and he's explaining this quietly, and I'm assuming on their way back to Darwin's apartment. What is it? Limited edition? What was
A
it?
first edition Jenny.
First edition Jenny.
Now, as far as 3Ps go, usually they're more described, and they've like become more descriptive in the name as the years have gone on. This is just Jenny. You know it's an extremely early thing. You know because you collect these.
Yeah,
This is
I want it.
First batch.
Are you going to be able to give it over once you have it?
We find ourselves in a volcano.
I'll be able to give it up. It's just not gonna be fun. So when did you guys... Not that I liked them that much. I mean, we wouldn't got one, but damn. Yeah, that's it. Basically, what is their name? Al. What are they? The Arcanomancer of Isolar.
And that sounds kind of important.
Mm-hmm.
And they collect these things? I know you do, but you're you, so
What does that mean?
you're you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just seems to make sense with you.
Why wouldn't it make sense for an Arcanomancer of Isolar to be a collector as well?
I don't collect these sort of things. I don't know.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with having a collection?
Question.
I mean,
Question. What is this thing? It's the way it sounds like a doll. Just a doll.
it is.
It basically
it's
is,
a
yes.
very small doll that probably doesn't cost that much to make, but people impose additional value on it because of scarcity.
And this one is extremely scarce.
Some
Which
weird
is why,
hobbies
if I
nowadays.
do not get it, I'm going to be. And how many billions of. Is it like 8 billion or 3 billion?
3.
3 billion credits in debt to this guy until I die, and I don't feel like dealing with it. I just don't. But if we can do this, it might start to build rapport.
We can
Okay.
steal from this very important. What is an Arcanomancer, anyways? This is very important sounding.
But like the
Islamar?
strongest mage, I think he said it was. The
Oh,
strongest magic caster. One of the strongest magic casters
Only.
in the world.
Only.
Only
One
one of the
over.
strongest magic casters in the world.
just gonna casually steal what seems like a super rare thing from the strongest magic user in the world.
Yeah.
A neighboring nation.
Yes.
Oh. This is stupid.
This is what I was built for.
Was it? Was it really?
I mean, I don't even know anymore. It's what I thought I was built for.
Feeling three piece?
Gets existential.
What was I made for?
I was just thinking that too. Barbie soundtrack kicks in.
Meow, meow.
You deliver the butter. Oh my god.
yeah. Yeah.
So, their place is gonna be on the top level of Veilwalker's Guild tonight, or today, even right now. I don't know what their plans are for today. Maybe there's some kind of event in town. I don't know.
That's the place we
Is-
go,
Or maybe.
right?
Yes.
Are we trying to do kind of like an in and out thing? Are we trying to avoid killing people? What is our aim here other than getting the doll?
On top of that, we are members of that guild. What happens if we get caught? What happens if you get caught? I haven't said yes to this yet.
Don't know. I don't really think about what if I get caught, because I haven't been caught. He's gonna get caught.
I mean,
I'm just too good. No.
Having a
Like,
backup
Darwin
plan
and I
seems like we're
aren't
just planning
actually-
for failure.
yeah, Darwin and I aren't members. How are we gonna get in?
Well, you can fly.
Yeah, I can fly, but how much weight can I like could I actually carry Darwin a longer distance? Because it seemed like I was struggling when we were surrounded last time.
Put him in your bag of holding.
I could do that, actually, just have his head poking out.
I would not allow the head poking out. He'd have to be fully in the bag or out of the bag.
Okay, so just have to open the bag every once in a while to give him some air.
That's fine.
I mean, it's got 10 minutes of air, right? So you just have to be
Mm-hmm.
up there in 10 minutes. Or open the bag within 10 minutes. So let me have another 10 minutes.
In fact, you could probably fly us all up there if we're all in the bag.
If you do that, we're down to about 3 minutes of auction. So it's be a lot of opening closing.
Yeah, I don't know if I can fly that fast.
Then you can carry my bag of holding too, and I'll hop in that. I'll be in there by myself, I don't care. I mean, we could get an audience, but I don't know if that's gonna be like a feasible thing. Since
What do Arcanomancers do? What is their job? They're the most powerful. Do they
Magic.
hold the peace? Do they like
Yeah,
advise
what are they? I guess are they
leaders
like
of state or something like
are
that?
they like professors?
Yeah.
I'll let everyone but Boreas make a knowledge check just to see if you have any just worldly knowledge about this fact.
Knowledge.
Oh, good job, a nat 20.
Oh, that's a
I-
nat 20.
I
I
asked
hate
the
that it doesn't appear
question-
green.
I know.
I asked a question to which
What-
I already know the shit of the answer.
Yeah, what do I?
Okay.
When do I stop being green? It's weird.
It's jump
It's
gate.
not easy.
It's in beta. Did you guys know Roll20 went back to beta after it was out of beta? It's fucking beta
Nice.
move, dude.
Still pretty good. Like if
That's-
that's the only flaw, like I'm not.
That's not the
Not
only
hating.
flaw.
It's roll 20. It's definitely not the only flaw.
Well, compared to alchemy.
Darwin, you ask this rhetorical question solely based off the fact that you just don't know too much of the minutia and the errata of magic and all of the goings on about that. Your world is technology, not magic. Magic is kind of a new thing to you in the sense that like you've seen magic around, but you using magic items, that's just never been a thing that has been easily accessible to you. But Arcanomancers are the most celebritized wizards and spellcasters in the world. There are 7 of them, of which each Arcanomancer helps one of the 7 capitals of the world with their deliberations. Each Arcanomancer represents the magical facilities of that capital. And Al, being from Isolar, is the Arcanomancer from there. The only other relevant thing that this, I suppose, is needed to be said is that while Arcanomancers have come and gone, Al is the only one that hasn't.
Interesting.
Is this a situation of like, I don't want to relinquish my power? Or is it more like, I'm the most powerful one they've seen in millennia?
I'm a lich.
That's really unknown
Yeah.
because no one really wants to challenge him because he's so legendary, but at the same time, he's not really cocky. And there's also the added fact that like he's been an Arcanomancer before even the Illithid Wars, so there's just a lot of reverence to him and maybe a lot of fear as well.
Like a lot of legends surrounding him.
Yeah, and it not specifically like stories, because Isolar is still Sin itself. Just the whole continent is pretty closed off, even in this day and age. So there's not much information about his deal.
Fucking sin.
Is this who I think?
Yo, Arcanomancer?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it might be.
And that means maybe.
I honestly don't know who you're thinking about. So it could be.
Okay.
It really could be, but I don't know.
Is this a reprising role? Is this someone we've seen in Act 1?
I don't remember if you've seen them, but if you have, then yes, because he would have been Arcanomancer still at that time.
Okay. Maybe it isn't.
Well, there was
Maybe it
Tobias.
is.
There was. I'm trying to think who the other those were like the Warmancers.
That he was an Arcanomancer.
Who was an Arcanomancer? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Same title. So there was Tobias and Morrigan and the other ones. All of the other ones.
There were many of them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It probably isn't. Maybe, but I thought it was.
Could be.
I thought it was a certain beastly individual.
I honestly don't know who you could be referencing, but sure.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
Been about 2 weeks. Could I try to find a picture of this person on my phone?
You can and do, and you imagine that you see the picture.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get any vibe from him? Like maybe a school of magic or something. Like he's like flaunting visually.
Ah, okay. So you're trying to reference old school knowledge. I mean, old world knowledge. Okay. I was not getting the hint.
Yeah, trying to like just vibe out like what kind of a caster this man is.
I want you to actually make a knowledge check, and we'll make this the last roll of the night. I've been trying to stop, but this has been fun.
Okay. I'm going to do that knowledge, but also I'm going to Cosmic Omen.
Okay. Plus 1d8.
I think it's 1d6. I'll double check.
Is it? Oh yeah. 1d6. Mm-hmm.
Yes, so it's only a d6.
Mm-hmm. Thank
So,
you for being honest.
Do that first, because I had to make that choice first. So a 3.
Nice. Very
And
good.
then knowledge is this one.
20. Oh. Okay.
What are the vibes?
The vibes are definitely druid.
Okay.
You can smell a druid through a picture a mile away. This guy is druid through and through.
Oh yeah, with that leaf crown thing.
The vines that are like braided into his hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super cool. He looks really young for
Is he
how
hot?
old he's purported to be. I don't have your specific taste, so I can tell you, but maybe, maybe. Yeah, I think just based off a picture, all you can kind of get is druid, but for sure druidic, and definitely one of the raw druidic powers. So something either of the land or something more celestial like the moon. Nothing more elemental like wildfire. It's definitely more base than that.
Okay. Definitely got
Does base mean like light and dark time?
In,
That kind of base?
in character sense, yes. In me making a double entendre sense, it means more older edition sense.
Yeah.
Like before they had all the varying types.
Yeah.
this is old magic.
Like the OG gods, basically.
Back in my day, druid.
You see, okay. We had to shapeshift uphill both ways in the snow.
Sir, it is wild shape.
Wild shape. We had to wild shape uphill
Not
both
if you're
ways in the snow.
changeling.
On a
Yeah,
20, Boreas, I will let you also know that while you can't place a finger on it, he does look a little familiar for some reason.
Get the fuck out of here.
I heard the pale green eyes. I'm like, something.
Not a relative, I'm just gonna let that
No,
fly
yeah.
out. Yeah.
But that is 20,000 years, huh?
The twist is you're looking into a mirror. Just kidding.
20,000 years.
the mirror. Oh.
It's your ex.
Boreas staring back at me. Oh. Oh,
wait,
man.
wait,
you just
hold
make
on.
that up?
No,
Yeah.
no, 'cause hold
No.
on, because hold on. Pale green eyes, you said like blonde hair, vines running through it.
Everything pale. Yeah.
There's no way that motherfucker would do that, right?
Shrug.
I don't know.
I don't know which motherfucker you're talking about, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend like I know and say yes.
I also don't know which motherfucker you're talking about.
Let's just say for now backstory stuff.
Shrug.
Make it front story stuff.
Make it nasty.
Okay, well then
It's stinky.
last question then.
Uh-huh.
Does it look like me a little bit?
I mean, he's also an elf, so yes.
All elves look the same.
I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say it, but you guys compare me to a normal dog all the time, so
Ooh, okay, I know what I can do. I can quickly try to upload this while I'm vamping so that you guys can see the picture, and then I can show it to
Yeah.
everyone. What's the hotkey?
Yes.
Control space?
What?
No, shift space. No.
The vamping hotkey? What?
Control
Yeah.
shift Z.
Wood.
wood. He just looks like a wood. You put a picture, it's just a picture of a tree.
Mokujin from Tekken 3.
Oh no, this is a different wood, my dude. A
Hey.
twink.
You calling me a twink?
I'm calling
Is
him a
the-
twink.
Is he laying in vines, or is this just like braided into his hair, her hair,
It's
does it
growing. It's growing up into his hair
from the ground?
from somewhere.
Yeah, it's
He's a druid. It doesn't need to
interwoven.
make sense.
Pretend his hair is a trellis.
You don't see his whole body.
Huh. Interesting.
It's coming from his ass.
You guys said the all canos look like dogs. I feel like elves kind of look very similar to each other.
All elves look like elves.
Yeah.
It's true.
That doesn't have the same kind of bite as all Kanos look like dogs, if you know what I mean.
Are there canos that are like cat? Are there canos that are like casters and stuff? It's not.
Yeah.
I guess like spice races doesn't like preclude you
My God,
from.
Arcanos?
Canos.
Oh,
Oh, I've missed a great opportunity.
yeah,
Arcades.
true.
Anyways, this has been Stargazers, guys. I clipped you for way too long. I was trying to find
It
a
was
good
fun.
place to cliffhanger, but it was never coming, so I'm gonna just end it here right now, real quick, and bye!